Hi, welcome to today's inventory tutorial. My name is Mahelik with Invictus Studios. If you have any questions during the video or ideas for tutorials for us to do, just add a comment down below. We try to do one video per day for the tutorial, so we'll probably get to it eventually. What I did earlier, I was recording it, but Unreal crashed. Although it did save. I resized the inventory so it'd be more to scale. And something I forgot to do was if you click on the border, we've got to set the anchors to the center of the screen. And I made the text and everything bigger. I'll show that. So you can see it's everything's a little bit bigger. What we're going to do next is bind the text to actually show up. So let's open up the inventory widget. We want the item name to actually show the item name. So it's create a binding. Well, that's actually not right. Let's delete that. I bound the wrong thing. Item name to show bind. There we are. My character. Get. Alright, we need a way to show what is actually being clicked. So, we need to go to the button. So every time you click a button, what it's going to do is we're going to make a variable in my character to set which index of the array is currently being selected. I'm going to set this over. I like it being that way. So go to the graph, event graph. Actually, we need to go to designer. Click the button. Click add on clicked. So every time they click the button, it'll send this event and send a pulse out. So we need to add a variable, my character. Needs to be exposed, and we'll set this to my character. Compile and save. And we need this to save it when it's created. So we need to go back to the widget. Event graph. And so when this is created, we need to set my character. So set my character. This all just helps with data transfer. So we need to just plug this up, and I like to pull it down to make it look nice. Compile and save. So now this is going to be set to whichever character it is. So we can get this, and we're going to pull out, or we're actually going to set the item being selected. So we need to open up my character, which I put in game blueprints. Alright, add a variable. Say inventory item selected. And that needs to be an int. Because on the array of the inventory, everything has its own slot, its own index, so this will just save which index it is. It needs to be open. Sorry if I'm a bit tired today. We just got back from PAX South. Alright. So let me think. So when this is clicked, we need to get the item data and find what it matches inside the inventory and set that index to be the selected index. So we need to get inventory. Need a find item. Let's flip these. And set item selected. Alright, so the item data for each item is created as a button. So it finds the data that matches exactly what's in the inventory, and it saves that, basically. That's what this is going to do. And we need to have that saved so we can pull data from it later. So, and we can test this with the print string and pull this into there, and it'll convert it to a text. File and save. Play. Pick up a couple things. See 0, 1, and 2, and so it basically saves which index it is. And even when we add item stacking later, it can still save the same information. So stop. Alright, so now since we have the item data selected, we'll be able to pull it from that specific index later on to get the information we need. So we need to go back to the inventory widget and get the text, which this is the, we can rename this to get item name text. So now we can get inventory item selected, get inventory, now we can get index, or we'll get this index. I like to uncross these just because, I guess. And now we're going to break it and plug the name up. Compile and save. Next, I'm actually about to add in another blueprint just so we have two things to test from to make sure it's actually working. So go to game blueprint, master item, create blueprint off this. Minimize this and rename what was created. Where is that? There it is. Blueprint, consumable, and orange. Component, add component, static mesh. Let's orange. Let's make it a cone, because I don't know, why not? 0.2. File, save. Need to actually add in all the data. Orange. It is a consumable, but that doesn't matter right now. Item text data. An oddly shaped orange. With plenty of typos, like usual. And the class is going to be orange. File, save. Let's pull some out there. Put this in the consumable folder. Save all. And let's test it. Pick up some fruit. So we got apple, orange, apple, orange, and next we'll set up where all this data changes with it. So X out of that. Close this for now. Go back to the widget. We're done with this. Let's go to the designer. Let's get the data text and let's bind it. Create binding. Rename it before you forget. Get data text. And we're pretty much going to do the exact same thing. So to save time, I'll just copy this. Paste it here. up data text. I think this is almost all the time I have for this video. I'm not sure how long it is, but we'll test it. Pick up a couple things. Juicy red apple, oddly shaped orange. We'll fix that in a second. Alright, so everything works so far. I need to add, or we're gonna add in a debug, so it sets this information to being nothing when you first open it, because that ends up mattering. Let's go to the designer, click this, and there should be an option for making it auto wrap. There it is. Alright, so that's all the time I have for this video. We'll pick back up and continue on. I guess put out the video tomorrow. Thank you.